Yo, what up? It's your boy DJ 250, and I'm back with
Willie, Deane, y'all.
And now this topic right here, we're gonna go into entrepreneurship versus employment, but we're not gonna go super into that because we want to also talk about some product. What do you think is the difference between working for yourself and working for someone else?
See, a lot of people have this perception that, or they may have too much pride to get a job. Mm-hmm. Like I don't have that mentality. Okay. Because a job is not necessarily a career.
Okay.
So a job is something that you do to raise or save the amount of money that you need to start your business or to get into your career. So like a lot of people just have this false perception that having a job is something negative, or that they have too much pride to get a job. And
Dame Dash is one of my favorite, but he make it sound like everybody started off with millions of dollars and we're just able to just like, yo, you got a job, da da da. I love most of his stuff, but he
Dame says some motivational things, but in reality, sometimes you got to do what you got to do that you can do what you want to do.
Yeah, I always say, you have to turn your part time into full time. You have to put the work in. Like, have a full time job until your part time, your own business is actually supporting itself, where you can basically do both.
Right. Yeah. So, I would encourage everybody out there, like, don't have that mentality that you're too good to work a job, or because it's like the job is just something temporary. And not only that, you getting a job at an already established business is giving you an opportunity to see why and see how that business has been successful for that long.
But that's if that part you can actually see, because most businesses, they just have you do whatever work they want you to do.
Look at McDonald's. Like, okay, you don't get to see how they're doing how they're filing their taxes and all that stuff if you get a job at McDonald's, but you're seeing the line and how the food is made, how it's set up, how it's being cooked, and how they're able to produce the same quality product repeat. So like that's the thing that has made those food chains and stuff so successful and made millions of dollars for all these over years, because they can produce that same product no matter where you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like how many people can cook the same dish and it tastes the same every time they cook that.
And then the McRib, or they'll come out with some limited edition, something that comes out for
sometimes you have a heavy salt hand, or sometimes you cook the noodles too long or something. But what you see from McDonald's,
or the nacho fries from Taco Bell, they be like, yo, let's drop it for like 3 weeks, and then we gonna make them fiend till like the summertime.
But see, some people are missing out on that information that you can obtain because they're too proud to work a job.
Yeah. All right, what I want to go into now is I want to ask you about this book that you produced. Let us know a little bit about it.
Yeah. So this is actually the first book that I published. It's titled Love, and it's a story from the perspective of not only my childhood but my daughter's childhood, and that time period, and then again a perspective as a father with their child. So the book is real personal. It's been out for a while, and I appreciate everybody who did support it.
Yes.
And hopefully I'll get continued support, because I've written 25 books. This was just one of the 25. I'll be coming out with 2 this year. COVID and
slowed everything down
because I was getting ready to publish my second book, but then COVID dropped, and I didn't want to put it out because I wouldn't have been able to go into these elementary schools and these high schools like I did with this book, Love. I feel like that was the most fulfilling part of the whole
because the journey starts after you put the book out.
Exactly, and regardless of the amount of sales or whatever, I don't care if the book sold one sales, but one I don't care if I sold one copy of the book. The fact that the book allowed me to go into these elementary schools and speak to thousands of kids, that was more fulfilling than any monetary amount that I could have received from publishing a book. I had dialogues with the future, future the kids, they're throwing questions and I'm throwing answers at them, and they're thanking me for my time coming in. Thanks for reading the book.
There was some mad random questions that had nothing to do with it, but it was dope.
The teachers would come up to me like, "Yo, I don't know how you did it. That kid never
talked in class.
Never talked in class, or that kid never remembers anything I tell him, and he was able to remember what you read to him in the book
because of the excitement. Because some teachers just don't reach kids the same way, and then also too, sometimes when a person looks like you, or they know, or they know of you, or the parent knows you,
or they heard of you, or they be like, damn, because some of the kids like they came up to me, yo, you went to school with my mommy, and it's just there was that connection right there, which made them want to hear what I was saying a little bit more than maybe their teacher.
What I want to ask you is going into putting out the second book, what mistakes you feel like you made the first time that the next time you're not going to do because you went through the first time?
That's a good question actually, and I think the only thing that I may could have done a better job doing is marketing it. Okay. And
that's one of the most important parts,
right? But I'm not good at that. We
all have weaknesses. And
that's not my field of expertise. Yeah. I'm not the greatest with social media, as you know. Yeah. And I apologize for people who have try to contact me on social media, and maybe I didn't get back to them in a timely manner, but. I'm not the greatest with social media. I'm trying to balance my life of being a father and a husband, and then all of the things that I'm trying to do with the community and stuff. And that's one thing I admit that I have to do a better job doing. I have to do a better job of communicating with people through social media. I've always just been an old school person. Just hit me on my cell, not message me on Facebook Messenger. Like
kids message for money now. Like, yo, send me $20. Wait, what? So, that's not urgent. Yeah. Call me and be like, yo, Dad, I need this.
Right? Yeah, just hit my line. I'm so easy to access. Like I give everybody my number, so it's like if you're sending me a message on Facebook. Yeah. I'm not gonna think it's as important as if you could just call me on my cell phone and be like, yo, Will, I'm trying to do this or this. Okay, then it'd be easier to contact me, that way than probably on social media, because there's times where like I'm locked in to what I'm doing, and I'm not on social media. Like you
have to call.
There'll be months where like I don't sign in to social media
because it is the communication part, where what I do in my business is I literally call you back immediately, because you can easily like a person can hit you up today, and if you don't look at that business as immediate, like call them right away, because sometimes people like DJs take like 2-3 months, right. And sometimes, like I said, with most businesses, if you don't hit people back immediately, and also a phone call, because when people ask you stuff through text, it's not the same as you having a conversation. Right. So what I want to ask you is how can people contact you to buy the book, or for you to go to schools, or like what's like the best way to? Well, you said the best way to contact you. So how do you?
Yeah, so the best way to contact me is via my cell phone. Of course, I had the social medias. I'm not a Hollywood dude. Like I have no problem giving my number out. If you're watching this, you'll be able to to reach me, my number will be under the video. You know, I have 250 posted. You know, it's my direct line. If you call me and I don't answer, just leave a message. Because if you don't leave a message, then and your number, and your number's not my phone. I'm just gonna assume that is not important. You know, just leave a message and introducing yourself, telling me who you are if I don't already know you, and then how I could help you. And I do the best. You know, I can't help everybody, but if I'm in a position,
stupid stuff too.
I mean, but if I'm in a position to help you, then I will.
You will, yeah.
You know, that's just the type of person I am. I'm not. There's never going to be a time where somebody reaches out to me in need of help, and I'm going to be like,
"Yo, Will, could you pick us up some Chinese food?"
Come on. I mean, within reason.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's. You know, if you're trying to do something and I can help you and it's not, you know,
nothing just too out of reach.
Right? Yeah. Then I do.
And he's not taking your Chinese food orders either.
There you go.
Word. It's your man 250 Willie Deane. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Anytime.
Thanks.